Good evening, ma'am. Today I am going to do the third experiment of our lab session, C++ lab session. The first question is to display the salary of an employee, and we have to display this employee ID, the employee name, designation, and the salary to calculate the salary basically. Here, first I have taken hash include IOC, which is the header file for CPP programs. I have taken using namespace std to call the library function. I have declared a structure named employee. Inside this employee, I've declared namely four variables: int, salary and ID, character name array of 50, and an integer des. I've taken two global variables: float d equals to 0 and h equals to 0. Inside my main function, I've declared three variables: I, n, and b equals to 0. Here I have to enter the number of employees, and the input will be n. I've named the structure employee here as e of n. I've taken a for loop here in which I have initialized I equals to 0. I will always be less than 10 as it is the number of employees, and I will be incremented by 1 each time. Here, the name of the employee is to be given, the ID is to be given, and the designation, that is software designer, database developer, or web designer. I've given three options here, which I've put inside a switch case. For case 1, the basic pay, which stands for B, stands for basic pay, is 12,000, and D is the tax now, which will be 10% into B. H is the house rent, which is 15% into B. The salary will be the sum of these three. The same way, in case 2, 15,000 is the basic pay, 10% is the D, and 15% is the H. And the salary is B plus D plus H. And the case 3, B equals to 20,000, D is 10% of B, and H is 15% of B, and salary is the sum of it. The default will be invalid option. Let's try it. Number of employees 3. Enter the name of the employee, the ID, designation, salary is that. Name of the employee, ID, designation, the salary is changed here. The third one, the name of the employee, salary, designation. The salary is 25,000 here. Okay, moving on to the next program. Here we have to find out as it's given here, we have to do a C++ menu driven program to find the area and perimeter of different shapes. First I've taken include hash include IO string, which is the basic for C++ program. I've taken here 10 different functions, as there should be a function overloading here. Each of them has a different parameter. In the main function, I've declared three variables n, c, and d, character and character ch. I've taken all of this in do while loop, and the first first display will be enter the shape whose area and perimeter is to be calculated. First is circle, second is rectangle, third is square, fourth is cube, and fifth is triangle. For switch case, I've taken this all in a switch case. The case one will be I've given area and perimeter. It will calculate the perimeter of the circle, the area and the perimeter of the circle. I've already given values here. I've done that for 5 of the cases, and I've taken default as invalid option. And then at last question, do you want to continue if we keep as while ch equals to y? If the input is y, then it will continue. Otherwise, it will get terminated. Here, void area, the first area of the circle, I've taken double A. Float equals to c into pi r square. Pi is 3.14 into r square, that the radius, which I've taken a as a square, and the output will be printed c. And next is triangle, nt and int b. C equals to l into b. That is a into b over here. Here the area of square, which is a square. Area of cube, which is a cube. Here I have taken three different, but the same value is the same. Here for the triangle, I have taken half into a into b. So the perimeter of the circle, 2 pi r. The perimeter of the rectangle, 2 into a plus b. Perimeter of the square, 4 into a. Perimeter of the rectangle, 4 into a plus b plus c. And here, the perimeter of the triangle is a plus b plus d. Here first I'll take circle. It shows the area of the circle and perimeter of the circle, circumference of the circle. Do you want to continue? Yes. This is the area and the area and perimeter of the rectangle. Yes. For the square, for the cube, and for the triangle. The next question is Fibonacci series. In this, I've taken a function int try of int. I've taken a global variable n. Inside the main function, I've entered the terms that you want. The input will be n. Inside the for loop, I've initialized I equals to 1. I will always be less than or equal to n, and I will be incremented with 1 each time. The output will be printed of try of I, and return 0 will be given. And I have defined this function try of int of n. If n equals to 1, return 0, else if n equals to 2 or n equals to t, return 1. Else, return of try of n minus 1 plus try of n minus 2 plus try of n minus 3. I'll run it here. I've taken a random value 12 and this is the Fibonacci series. For the third experiment, for the fourth program, this is the fourth program, that is for the addition and subtraction of 3D vectors. Here I have taken a structure 3, inside which I have taken 3 variables, integer of x of 2, y of 2 and z of 2. I have taken global variables x, y, z. Then I have declared 2 functions, void add of 3 integers, subtract 3 integers, parameters are 3 integers. Inside the main function I have taken a for loop in which I is equal to 1. I will always be less than 2 because only 2 are needed for addition of subtraction, and I is incremented by 1 each time. Here I have taken the input of s dot x of I, s dot y of I and s dot z of I. This will be repeated 2 times for the two values. Here 2 functions add and subtraction will happen. In the add function, I've taken input. I've declared 3 variables s1, s2 and s3. S1 is s into x of I plus x into x of 0. X of 0 is nothing but the first variable, that's the first variable which we entered, and x of I is the second variable, x of 1 is the second variable. The sum of this S1, S2 and S3, this for I, j, k will be printed here. The same for subtraction. X of I is the second variable entered and x of 0 is the first variable entered. These 3 are subtracted in S1, S2 and S3. The difference of the 3D vectors are printed here. To run this program, enter the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the sum of the two 3D vectors and the difference of the two 3D vectors. Thank you, ma'am.